focused on you.
I can't stay.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't. Please don't laugh. No, that's my. You have many good.
No, I can relate.
Maybe we should find a.
Wow. You are so. Really? You do that?
You.
Oh, no!
Seems there's no need.
Wait, what's that thing in the middle there? That's my crystal light. It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Crush! Shudder! Fake! Crush!
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the...
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity to utter my full name?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition to be talking like that.
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he still insists on clinging to meaningless etiquette.
You.
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now you're intentionally trying to provoke me? Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally—
Yes.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone would—
Okay.
Hey, no, helping me with...
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will— You should be ashamed.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan— All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to— Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh, thank you.
So Eula has been but now that you two—
Let me clarify.
Eula will never admit— Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying—
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm back. All right, then.
I'll take him and find some—
All right. You'd better rest up and regain your strength.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
Ah, a hydroidolin! It must have been trapped in the curtain, but at least it seems to be okay. It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing?
Oh, another...
Yes, don't worry. The last thing we need to do after the stage...
No,
I have. The place is...
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to...
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not.
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah!
Really? I was just a kid. I always thought my father was amazing.
But aren't you a skull? I doubt you could have...
Yeah, see, when I had the choice...
You must have already...
Yes, but I realized that attending a fair, the main reason my child... But my father knew... but I gave up on... I finally had a...
It's not as bad as you have the courage... Someone who's given up... Oh, Kale.
I understand my...
It's not that I'm trying... Believe me.
Oh?
Oh,
All right.
The colored pieces of the bullet have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me, or do I smell something sweet here?
If we're going to raise the crystal light, then we need to open the top of the tent.
Hey, Idea! We're back! Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. But don't worry, Lessig is recovering well. I'm pretty good at taking care of people. Seems I've found another good thing about myself. I don't know if I should be worried for him or happy for her.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait. The shadow just now. It's...
It seems he still might need a little more time to recover. Tell me, did everything go well for you all?
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Kale, and Eula, they're at least 40 times more reliable than you ever were.
Only 40 times more reliable? That means I'm still pretty good then.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right. I remember meeting Eula, and then... my head.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry. That's just a side effect of your treatment, Lessig.
I'm afraid I still feel a little disoriented.
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to Mondstadt with you and abandon my wild efforts to restore the Lawrence clan.
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes of finding a way to restore the Lawrence clan to its former glory. But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had to live in the wild. But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. And not a single person even cared about the Lawrence clan. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt despised us. Such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma in an attempt to maintain our pride. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want is one where not everyone fears me. All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place where we can live peacefully with others.
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan. That is all in the past. We are just ordinary people.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here. I never thought you would come here. I was completely shocked, which is why I reacted like I did. I'm sorry.
See, people can always make different choices, and it seems that Lessig has also chosen to become someone he truly wants to be.
Yes, about that. I'm afraid I haven't quite found my own purpose in life yet.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and who your parents wanted you to be is already a step in the right direction. How to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult research topics of all.
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did you ever tell your family about what you think?
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the two of us can sit down with the rest of the clan and discuss it with them. The Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances, but those days are now long gone. And it is time for the stage to be updated.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and anywhere she wishes? Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it.
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait.
Well, you didn't ask.
Oh, What? It looks pretty familiar. Have we seen one of these before? Shh! Now's not the time to brag about being a right! I also bought a similar box at the last festival.
Yes, people, but now that the tent has been repaired, we no longer need it. Eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about it, there are way more things you can eat as an adult.
So when it comes down to it, eating candy is sort of like life. It's just another choice. So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. Only 1 more to go. I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time. You should all head back and have a rest.
Today is a lucky day.
Today is a lucky day.
Oh, you're back. I trust your adventures to the—
Yep, you could say that.
Well, I suppose it's time I told you that as the divine priestess of Watatsumi Isle, the truth is that a relic known as the Shinro casket was lost from Watatsumi. But recently, an orb matching the relic's description suddenly began emitting light, almost as if it was guiding people to it. I wasn't lying when I said that. Goro has often told me that sitting at home reading light novels is not the best of practices. As I made my way from Watatsumi Island to Sumeru, I enjoyed a variety of breathtaking sights. I was surprised to find that the relic had ended up in the desert. I knew it was somewhere here, though I feel that Idia was not intentionally trying to hide anything from us. This domain—
Now that you mention it...
I see. When you found I'm afraid that he was caught up in his thoughts and didn't pay attention to his surroundings. Actually, before the world was flipped upside down, this domain didn't look anything like this.
Hey, everyone! Oh, I hope we're not interrupting...
It's alright. You two did a lot today.
Care to... Sure! That would be perfect!
Turns out Idia has a cooking stove and oven. Seriously, why didn't she mention it earlier?
Oh! So did you...
No. I made something called storm crust pie.
And I made some pita pockets. You could try some, Kokomi. Sorry. I should call you General.
Oh, I would be happy to try some.
By the way, you,
Oh, him. You would never guess, but he's busy over by the oven now. go!
Up and away!
Have you ever kept gold?
pets. They're very cute.
Here you are. Well now.
The fuse is lit! A festive retreat!
Hold the line!
Take flight!
Yeah! Yeah!
Whirling snow! Take flight!
Yeah!
Coefficient down! Allow me a brash maneuver!
Whirling snow!
Rusty, rebuild!
A process of elimination.
A festive reprise! Time for a light show!
Take flight!
Hold the line!
Unthinkable!
Here you are. Scatter.
So this...
The process of elimination.
Embrace the ice!
Hold the line! Rest and rebuild!
Scatter! How bold!
Whirling snow! Kamisato out! Sumetsu!
Here's backup! Flicker. The process of elimination.
Hold the line!
My apologies!
Here you are. Deflect!
Allow me!
The process of elimination. I got you covered!
Whirling snow! Embrace the ice! Take flight!
Rest and rebuild!
Scatter! Here you are.
My apologies! Sakura swirl!
Supporting fire!
Take flight!
Let's move out.
Here's backup! Deflect! I got you covered! The process of elimination.
That
Allow me!
Scatter!
can't run from death.
Hold the line!
Process of elimination. Here you are.
Embrace the ice!
A fresh... Allow me!
Supporting fire! Diffract! Flicker!
Hunter.
Come at me!
That tingle.
Unthinkable!
Hold the line!
Here's backup! Here you are. The process of elimination. It's a fury. This.
Kamisato art! Sumetsu!
Diffract!
Comes.
Blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
The process of elimination. Flicker.
My apologies! Sakura Swirl!
Supporting fire! Scatter! Flicker.
Rest and rebuild!
Here's backup! A process of elimination. Here you are.
art! smth!
Deflect! Flicker.
Sakura swirl! Take flight!
New punching bag. I got you covered! A process of elimination. Here you are. New punching bag. Oh, it's on!
Kami-Sato art! smth!
Where do you think you're? Up your sleeve!
Whirling snow!
Time to go to work.
I'm getting sick of this game.
Doesn't like patience.
So rude!
New punching. Supporting fire! Scatter! New punching.
Hold the line!
Embrace the ice! Take flight!
Following order. New. Time to go to work. Lucky today? Come on! Now you're testing the process of elimination. Here you are.
blade. Duty as a Jew. Cherishes their gems.
Okay.
Get it together, Layla.
Good. On to our next objective.
No, really, it's all right. We want to...
Yes, and to be completely fair, I'm the one who...
Oh? What happened? Did Paimon miss...
Hello, you two.
Perhaps you should allow... I'm afraid it was...
yes.
To be precise, I saw a most exquisite water orb at the entrance of the domain. I was curious if it could rotate, so I Little did I know that it was the core of this entire domain.
It's not just your fault. I failed in my responsibilities as the king. Oh, you mean the... Yes, that's the one. Anyway, after giving it some thought, Lessig has offered to perform, but we were concerned he wouldn't be able to handle it all alone. So you...
But don't be mistaken. I'm not doing this out of the kindness of my heart like Kale. My job is purely to
Oh! I don't think anyone's buying that anymore, Eula. Though I do remember that Amber mentioned we should just nod and agree when you act like this. Right.
Either way, Lessig is going to be in charge of making lunch for everyone today.
Yes, I'll do my...
What was that?
I mean... Thanks, everyone, for giving me a chance to redeem...
Very good. But you should conserve your strength. Many parts... Seems Adia has a little more pep in her step after Now that you three are situated, we can focus on what the rest of us will be doing today. I'll go gather the others. We should get ready to leave as soon as possible.
And there she goes.
Maybe this is how it... Now.
We're going to retrieve the last missing component. My working theory is that the director listed on the sign has it.
No details slips by our general.
What's it?
A director is the kind of job. The one we're looking for is named Zosimos. Zosimos is responsible for managing everything that happens on the stage. Similar to how Idea is responsible for managing the whole realm.
Wow! Sounds like Miss Idea must be way busier!
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Care to comment on that at all, Idea?
Maybe someone else can explain. I'm just enjoying taking it easy, as usual. The director doesn't get out much. He's almost always cooped up in his treehouse making prop, but I'm trying to remember now. Huh? Hey, don't forget!
I believe it's that way. Though he might prefer to be alone, given he often has to move stage props, and having a view of the entire stage would be useful when imagining a production. So if I were him, I'd
But how do you know which director?
Simple. The overall layout and decorations look more exciting in that direction.
Oh, good point! Today is a lucky day.
Where did that blasted automation mechanism go? Who's that? Idea?
Yes, Zosimos! 'Tis I, Idea!
This is a surprise.
Curled up in a fetal position, crying to yourself?
Wow, what a fascinating little
The name's Paimon? And no, Paimon's no mind reader. Just call it an educated guess.
It seems...
I knew from the start that a managerial role wasn't for me. but I found...
Mascot? Is that a new role?
Okay, enough about me. I'm just here to introduce... And that's why we came to see you. Well...
I'm afraid the incident has caused many malfunctions with the stage mechanisms, and I can...
Okay, so you're holding the component ransom till we help you fix the mechanisms, huh?
No. Till we fix this...
I'd have thought he wants us to make some more props, no? Given...
You're all forgetting that the majority of his work involves writing scripts. Oh, wait.
What has gotten into you all? What sort of person do you take me for, Although I was hoping that... maybe... You're a big group. I have lots of roles to fill.
I want to help! Can we?
Also, truth be told, I've hit a bit of a roadblock in my script, and was just thinking about... Suddenly, I got my muse back. I don't know how to explain it, but...
Huh? You mean that story you've been stuck on forever?
Yes, really. Just give me a little time, and I'll write it all up. In the meantime, I'll leave things to you, Edea.
Whoa! And he's off!
Zosimos has always wanted to write an epic story about a thief and a mage. Apparently, he got the idea from some rumors that were swirling around, but he only got us... Why don't you all take some time for yourselves while I see what...
A director, my friends, is a storyteller. And the key ingredient to every good story is inspiration. The moment I laid the heroine was the missing piece of the puzzle. The rest of the story flowed naturally from there. And now it's finished. Well,
directors...
Let me see. Ah, that's sojourn. It means to stay for a while. This is a very cute moment, so let's make sure that comes through in the performance.
Oh, wait! There's another...
It's okay, Klee. We can go through your lines together.
That would be most appreciated, Kaya. I had a feeling about you, actually.
You're too kind. It's all in the script,
Oh, you think so? Well, you definitely... If I make it as a big-time director, then I can see us working together for the long term. Be sure to stay in touch, okay?
What can I say?
Great. Fantastic. If you need me for anything, I'll be in the...
Wonder what the theaters are like here. Let's go check it out while everyone's still getting ready.
Where did it go? I put it right here.
Hey, Zosimos! What you up to?
Oh, it's you. Please, come here. Feast your eyes.
So, directors have to design the stage?
Oh, I'm no ordinary director. I take a more...
Sounds like a lot of work.
Edea has her work cut out for her too, you know. She's my one and only member of the audience. Though she often criticizes my shows. Well, she just says what she thinks. You don't know how to write, or this is getting ridiculous. I think it's because I use preprints in a way that she feels goes against what they're intended for. But even though she's my harshest critic, she's also been my biggest supporter in a lot of ways. I guess I'm very grateful to her. I've always dreamed of being...
So, what did you do?
Like I said, from a young age, every time I came home after a show, I'd go over the story again and again in my mind. Unfortunately, I couldn't offer much beyond my practical skills, so I ended up spending most of my time as a prop designer and doing a bit of set design on the side. Don't get me wrong, I do love building the set, but nothing satisfies me more than putting on my very own show.
No wonder you only wrote director on the sign.
Exactly. You're not doing a great job of convincing me that you're not a mind reader. By the way, could I ask you for your help with something? I'm having trouble finding the master script, and I'll need it short.
The one you only just finished writing? You lost it already?
Yeah. After I handed everyone their copies, I held on to my master copy while I was checking on everything around the theater. I must have... If it's not here, but... I still have some things to do.
No problem.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
Whoa! Look at all these books! Now, where's the master script? Oh, it sounds like a water droplet is on the second floor. Let's go have a look. Wow, it looks like the the water droplet has been managing them for the direct... Most of them look like works in progress. Then it should be the one that's finished. Okay, look, this is the only script that fits the bill. Plus, it looks pretty new. Let's go give it to Director Zosimos. Zosimos, we got your script!
Ah, thank you. That's a huge help. I'm running out of time here. There's no way I'll be able to fix everything up perfectly. We may just have to wing it. Anyway, the stage is secondary. The performance is what really matters. Things can always go wrong on stage, but as long as the show goes on, it should be fine.
You don't sound very confident in what you're saying.
It's true. I realize now that a show is the art of the unknown. Even if you have the same actors performing on the same stage, the performance will be slightly different every time. Those subtle differences are what make each performance special. Okay. One last... The truth is that my sets are composed entirely of preprints. First, Now, of course, preprints are really meant for making objects to furnish the domain. So using objects to create preprints is... But Edea said that if this is what I really want to do...
So that's what you meant...
I'd like the Traveler to go into the preprint set and help move props around during the performance. The reason is...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. If you're busy directing, moving the props, and operating all the mechanisms, you never get the chance to watch the show.
Yes. I know that I'm no master playwright, even if it really is a half-baked script, with shoddy writing and moments of sheer ridiculous...
Hard to turn a guy down after a speech like...
Thank you. Genuinely, I'm so grateful. Long, long ago, there was a great thief. He lived in a land where the light did not shine, where all suffered in the darkness.
People call me?
Sorry, Kaya. Directly into the microphone, please. Otherwise your voice'll, you know.
Okay. They call me the Dagger Bandit, but no one sees that I rob the rich and give to the poor. Here in the dark, evildoers run rampant in the shadows, while the good, honest folk stumble blindly on, just trying to find a way through.
As the bandit brooded, suddenly the world was inexplicably changed as a single star appeared on the horizon and flew across the sky. Traveler, stomp on that movement mechanism in front of you.
Light. A brief flash, yet enough to illuminate the world. If I can find the source of that light, I can shine it into the darkness, and the people will suffer in blindness no longer.
Without a moment to spare, he set off to follow the star's course. All the while, the star kept moving through the sky. Traveler, the star kept moving through the sky.
Looks like I have to go through the desert. This could get dangerous.
If everything he'd heard was to be believed, The desert ahead was a no-man's land filled with horrors. Worse still, the star had landed in the most difficult-to-reach location, surrounded by sheer cliffs. But he was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
The Dagger Bandit trekked deep into the desert wasteland. Yet when he finally arrived at his destination, he found not a fallen star, but a young girl, dressed in white.
How strange. I'm positive this is where the star landed. Young lady, do you know where the light has gone?
The girl replied,
Traveler from afar, the light you seek is only a bottled flame. But the flame has now died, and its light is long gone.
A bottled flame?
Yes, it was a gift from another.
And so, the girl began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The girl hailed from a kingdom that sat atop the waterfalls. But when the reigning dynasty fell and a new one seized power, she and her people fled for their lives. A thick fog began to fill the air as she made her way through the forest, and dense thickets tried to block her path. There is a mechanism down there that you can press to retract the thicket board below the stage.
If I only had a lamp to guide me through this wretched forest, then I could survive.
With scratches covering her arms and legs, the girl pressed through the pain and made her way forward. The road ahead was arduous, but she was determined to press onward.
I've come this far, and I'm not about to turn back now.
But just as she was drawing near her destination, a huge stretch of thorns and brambles suddenly came into view. Despair set in and began to weigh on her heart.
If only someone could help me, I would give anything in return.
The girl's heartfelt wish in her moment of desperation did not go unheard.
Wait! There's no mechanism for the final thicket!
Ugh, I must have forgotten to check those boards.
According to the story, those thickets should be gone from the stage now, right?
Yes, total oversight on my part. What a pain.
I can help! Traveler, catch! It's a Jumpy Dumpty!
The girl's heartfelt wish did not go unheard, for a Jumpy Dumpty, who was passing by, helped to clear a path for her.
Oh, thank you, Jumpy Dumpty.
And so the girl continued her journey deeper into the forest. But what she found there was not a lamp, but a mage glowing with fire. So, just to clarify, it was supposed to be the mage who helped burn a path through the thicket.
Save it for the end, man!
The mage took pity on the girl and handed her a bottle. Then, the mage began to tell the story of how the bottle came into her possession. The fiery mage had an adventurous spirit and enjoyed taking long journeys. On one such journey, while taking rest in an oasis, she found a beautiful bottle by a crescent-shaped lake.
Klee, quick, get in the light.
Coming!
She was an extraordinary mage, with the power to grant people their wishes. She turned the bottle into a thing of equally extraordinary power. But the only place that it could make wishes come true was inside of the bottle.
Oh me! Oh my! Look at this wonderful bottle of mine! It could make a fine toy. But better still, a sojourner's home.
The fiery mage blew into the bottle, allowing it to grant one single wish outside its glass walls.
Oh, am I supposed to blow into it? Wow, it lit up!
A flame was kindled within the bottle, and it began to glow a fiery red, just like the mage herself. After the mage finished telling her story, she disappeared, leaving only the bottle behind.
A magic bottle that can grant wishes. And I wish to leave this place and go somewhere where no one will ever find me again.
And then? The bottle seemed to softly inquire.
I don't know.
The flame in the bottle faded as the girl's single wish was granted, and she found herself in the middle of the desert, far away, where no one could ever find her. When the Dagger Bandit listened to her story, he sighed in disappointment that the flame with the power to grant wishes outside of the bottle had already died.
But this doesn't make sense. If it truly granted my wish, then nobody should have been able to find me here.
Maybe they shouldn't. The desert is difficult and dangerous to navigate, but I was determined to make it, no matter what.
Then take this bottle with you for your trouble. It may be able to grant you your wish, though sadly, only within the confines of the bottle itself.
All I wish for is light.
Honoring the bandit's request, the girl wished for light inside the bottle, and sure enough, it lit up. They found that while the light was only generated within, it could nonetheless shine through the glass and reach anywhere in the outside world.
Even though it doesn't burn as brilliantly as the light that shone before, this is still an extraordinary light. What will you do after I take the bottle?
I don't know.
Well, then maybe you should come back with me.
With no reason to refuse, the girl accompanied the Dagger Bandit back to the land where the light did not shine. They brought light to that place, and the darkness was dispersed, and they lived happily ever after.
And we're done! Seems the show went pretty well. Miss Honorary Knight! Didn't I do great? I felt like I really was the fiery maid. Wow, great costume! As soon as Paimon saw your shadow, she thought straight away, what a cute hat. Cleo loves it! Thanks, Mr. Zosimos. Oh, wait, no, I'm...
Mr. No one's ever called me that before.
Miss Adia said that she tailored it a little bit so it would fit me, but you were the one... Yeah, that's amazing! And it was nothing really. Just one of those, oh no, whatever shall I wear to the ball moments. Sewing is an art in its own right. You're more talented. Really? Oh, I'm just gonna go... She gets embarrassed so easily.
Adia's a sensitive person and doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. I hope I'll...
Don't worry. I'll go make sure she's okay.
So, what did you all think of the play? Any...
Huh? Uh-oh. Time to get serious. Now, are you...
Oh, absolutely. I had the courage to ask, didn't I? So, don't mince your...
Okay, Paimon will go first. So, the dialogue at the beginning was pretty good, but it ran out of steam as the story went on. Paimon could tell that you ran out of The characters were honestly a little bit ridiculous. Paimon didn't get what you were trying to do. The moment anyone started to show any kind...
Yes, all very good points, Paimon. I would add that in its attempt to pay tribute to the series 1,000 Nights, all semblance of a coherent was sacrificed. Plus, I do have to penalize you for the issues with the props.
Miss Adia, what are you doing back?
Oh, you know, I return like the tide when
Huh. Especially when it has to...
But there was one thing I liked about it. Just one, mind you. You think so?
Adia, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Excuse me for a moment. Back to you, Paimon. Keep up the good criticism.
Okay, in that case, Paimon did have one other complaint.
Let's hear it. Taking criticism on the chin is...
The ending was all wrong. The girl's motives were clear and simple the whole way through. It was kind of jarring when all she had to say was, I don't know. And doesn't anyone else find it weird how her whole community was on the run, but she was only looking out for herself the whole time?
I'm fine. I'm not going to improve without feedback. I also learned a lot this time with the chance to be off stage.
What a great attitude.
I wouldn't say I'm completely unaffected.
Still, now that Paimon thinks about it, you did finish the script in a bit of a rush.
That's perfectly fine. Nothing... We all use our imaginations when we're kids, right? I used to play with dolls and my own cardboard cutouts by the light of an oil lamp. The shadow... Fast forward to now, and in many ways, I'm still that same little kid. Lying on his bed, making sound effects. Of course, a director can accomplish nothing without a cast and crew. So on that note...
Hey, don't mention it!
Okay, here, take this. Your...
It's the bottle from the show! The one...
That's right. Can you guess this...
Oh!
Bingo!
That should do the trick. Oh, wait, this needs tightening up a little.
This outfit's more fashionable than I imagined.
Excuse me, everyone. Do you have a moment? Especially you, Zosimos. Idia wants to do
A dream come true?
Yes. She said that as useless as she is, she wants to do something for you as her words, not mine. I have to disagree, though. I have never thought of Idia as a youth.
How is this suddenly about... If everybody is ready, then I'd like to invite tonight's male lead to take the stage. Ta-da!
Wow! Cool! Kaya's turned into the real dagger.
How is me changing outfits supposed to make the director's day? It's just a prototype costume. Is he that easy to please?
Don't be silly. If I know our director, nothing will make him happier than to see his ideas brought to life.
Well, then I'm happy to oblige.
Zosimos drew up countless designs and made a few prototypes before landing on this one. It just needed some tailoring to fit properly, so I made a few stitches here and there.
Oh, I'm so touched.
How are you doing? Recovered?
Oh, I'm good.
Oh, please, don't mention it. Well, now that we have the final can I keep wearing my costume?
Please do, by all means. Both of you can keep your...
Yay! Kaya, keep wearing your... I agree with our mage. I'm sure it's not every day you get to play...
Sure. I think I can be a bandit for a little longer.
Bye-bye, Mr. Joe.
Take care, my dear friends.
Idia had the water droplet send us a message just as the show was coming to an end.
How is Lissig? He finished all the maintenance work, but it took a lot out of him. He's...
Consider it his atonement. It's only fair that he had to do something constructive before being able to sleep soundly.
If you say so.
Okay, isn't this where we first...
Correct! The core of the Valerian Mirage is the largest streaming projector of all. And this domain is one...
Whoa, so everything we've seen is created... So, to fix it, same process as usual, right?
Exactly!
It's hard to forget after doing it so many times.
Let's get going!
Yay!
The hub consists of these components. All you need to do is place them onto the foundation in the right shape.
The right shape? But we've never seen what it...
No.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Sometimes you have no standards whatsoever.
Wait, this Zosimos, try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap. Wait, try sticking it in somewhere where there's a gap.
What's making that shadow? I feel like the rope should go from one part...
Wait, try sticking it in somewhere...
I guess...
If I remember correctly, so maybe that's the...
But why isn't it turning?
The components are back in the core, and the hub is restored. That's all we needed to do. Like any wound, it just needs time to heal. It'll probably just start turning again one day in the middle of the night.
Really? I thought that with your special...
What?
Huh? All of us are dying to see it. Not just how the domain looks.
I want to see Adia using her magic power. What are you guys talking about? And how is...
They're referring to our mascot's true form.
As I've said all along, there's much more to Idia than she gives herself credit for. She has a very special power.
Did you notice right away, General? I only found out when I was chatting with...
So our general was the first to notice.
I'd say the same about you.
What the... All of you? No? I mean, I wasn't trying to hide anything from you, I promise. It's just... For people who stumble upon this place by accident, I think my current form is more approachable than my true one. I don't want people to get scared when they...
What? What is it? And whatever it is, how the heck does everyone know about...
Well, for one thing, I sensed element. Then my mind started to wander as I was reading a storybook. And suddenly, I had a thought. Since hydroidolins can change...
You hit the nail on the head. All right. In that case... I am an Oceanid who was exiled here when the former Hydro Archon passed away. My name is Adia.
Wow! Adia! You're so...
Now that I'm in my true form, I suddenly feel a little embarrassed.
You look stunning. You should be flaunting this look at every opportunity.
Oh, come
Wait!
So does this mean that all the people we met in here are actually...
I'm guessing that the human counterparts to these Hydro alter egos are long gone.
That's right. When they wanted to leave, I took them to the edge of the desert. The components are, in fact, gifts that they gave to me before they left. But I'm always curious about what brings people here. So I used the streaming projector to bring their wishes to life.
The power to grant wishes. But...
Exactly.
It's a truly extraordinary light.
I've just realized something. When the components fell from the core, it appeared, and it was after the components landed where they did, that their owners and the things associated with them arose around them to form the different zones.
So now that the components have been retrieved...
Don't worry, they'll be quite safe. As long as I remember them, they'll never disappear. However much we might criticize each other or get into scuffles, in this mirage...
I had so much fun in the choo-choo cart and hanging out. Me neither. I'll always...
Very good. But
this one's all yours, Adia.
That's strange. Oh, crumbs. Not now. Not right off the back of every... Someone get me a bottle. I'm hiding myself away in 100 years. This was the only way. Now I'll never be able to show... Yes, General...
If it's okay with you, would you...
It's the relic that Kokomi mentioned earlier!
It was once a ritual vessel used for making offerings in the Moon Shrine. It's made from the remains of a yokai called the Shinkiro, and it can listen to the wishes of those who come to pray to build up Shinki, which gives several centuries ago. The relic was lost when the last prefect of Yashiori died in battle. The pearl that goes with it should be able to sense the casket's location. But when, unbeknownst to anyone at the time, the casket disappeared inside the core of the Valyrian Mirage... Huh?
Well, imagine it was a sound instead of light. If the room is too big, you can't hear anything from outside the door, can...
Oh! I get it now. The shell...
I understand now, too. The core has been wearing out recently. That's why you were able to follow the pearl all the way here.
To get back to the story, without the offerings at the shrine, this vessel quickly loses its power. Yet countless people who have visited this domain brought their wishes with them and left a small piece of themselves behind.
Wow!
It is. Powerful enough to help you,
but...
It's simple. We just need to awake, for example. My wish is to use my critical thinking and strategic planning skills to bring a little more joy into the lives of my fellow Tia.
Me? My wish is that all those who have sojourned to the Valyrian Mirage in the past will achieve what they truly wish, even though I know full well that trying to build a railway in the outside world is just a pipe dream, and that Mimuna will probably just go back to being a scholar. And I know that Zosimos has a lot of improving to do as a playwright. It's going to be tough for him back in Fontaine. Despite all of that, somehow...
Okay, the combined power of our hopes and dreams is at your disposal.
fixed.
Come on, hurry! Everyone's praise and curious questions went to my head. I said,
Please don't say that.
Yeah, and you weren't granting wishes for yourself. I have friends like that too. Other people's hopes and dreams are what motivate them. They'll work if you ask me. That's one of the most noble things a Please.
No more praise. I'm really not comfortable with it. It makes someone like me doesn't deserve so many people.
Well, at least the domain is fixed now. And
What's the matter, Clee?
I suddenly have loads and loads of more wishes. I wonder if... Is there a way to get up on top?
There is a way, but there's only space.
That's okay. I can go up by myself. But it'd be more fun with Miss Honorary Knight. Are we sure about what happens if we fall off? Well, yeah, but Paimon's just worried for you.
Don't worry. I'll be there to make sure no one falls off.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes the...
Wow! So high! I can see everything! Idia, next time you need to bring Kaya and the others up here.
Sure thing. Whenever people have to leave this domain, I like to come up here and spend some time alone after I've seen them out. They're always overjoyed when they first arrive and start, but once they realize that they can't take anything home with them, they get upset. Some of them...
Do you ever get sad, Indeed?
I feel lonely at times. A lot of people destroy everything they created before leaving. But some don't. Like the residents you met. Before they left, they asked me to make replicas of themselves using hydro-eidolons. Then they tasked these replicas with maintaining everything they built here. As if this was their way of keeping their dreams alive.
That's...
Yeah. I don't know how they're faring in the outside world, but just the thought that one day they might achieve their dreams and live on the outside just as their counterparts do in here, that's enough to make me happy. It feels like I'm here waiting for them in the future, where they've achieved everything they want. I just think that every dream, every wish is like a flame in a bottle. Whether someone is still working towards their dream or living it already, as long as whenever they think back to that spark of light within them, it still makes them smile fondly.
Well, I feel sick.
Then I guess I finally paid Alice back after all these years. Funny to think I've been in the middle of a desert this whole time. It's just a giant muddy swamp to me.
Time for Paimon to give you a nickname!
How dare you mock me! I'm still embarrassed to have shown you my uglier side. But I'm glad the Valorium Mirage is up and running again. This place is going to be bustling with activity again soon enough.
Yep! I want to get everyone for one last ride.
A blade.